Would you and the guests join GBR's first grad apprentice scheme if they were having their first entry to rail again? Oh, that's an interesting question, Bonnie. Okay, so would you join the schemes that you did join originally if it was GBR versus the organisations that you did join? Costas is nodding vigorously, so I'll start with Costas and then maybe jump to Katie and Georgia.
Yeah, so as Georgia mentioned before, I didn't really have much of a picture of what I was really getting into with my apprenticeship. I always knew I wanted to go down the degree apprenticeship route rather than the traditional university route. But as Georgia mentioned, I wasn't a rail fanatic. And honestly, I'd never been on trains that many times before in my life. So, yeah, I was always quite concealed within Liverpool, never venturing far out. So I didn't have much of an idea. And taking it back to the question now, Network Rail and GBR, I would still go for the apprenticeship route because I think the opportunities that you get, and just you have to thinking about it logically. You're getting a degree, you're getting paid for it, and you're learning on the job and getting years worth of experience, all in one package. So whether that package comes under Network Rail or it comes under GBR, which in some cases I think could even give you more opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that was lost with the demise of British Rail as it was the fact that both the apprenticeship and graduate schemes forced you to go out and get the experience across the whole functioning railway. And to some extent, that's, Network Rail have done that with relationships with train operators. But yeah, as you say, GBR's return, GBR's kind of ascendancy would I would hope, strongly give opportunities to improve that interrelationship.
I think there could be both benefits and positives with the wide range of things. You could potentially lose that tailored aspect of it and maybe do little stints of placements everywhere. But I think the opportunities will be endless there. So I'd go for an apprenticeship, whether it was Network Rail or GBR.
Yeah, thanks, Costas. George and Katie, do either of you want to add to that at all?
I think I'm in a unique position because obviously Transport for Wales is not GBR, is separate a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm a bit more of a homebird, I will be honest, even though trains travel people. But maybe I would give it a go if I had enough confidence. I was an apprentice anyway 6 years ago, so it's been quite a bit of time, and I always just thought of trains as going to A to B, never knowing, again, the complex diagram.
Yeah.
And I was quite amazed at how much there was. So maybe I would if I, was a bit younger, obviously now.
So Georgia, Georgia, you've got, Costas has got infrastructure side, you've got operator side experience. So from your perspective, maybe you have a different perspective. What do you think about, would you have entered the rail industry in the same way you had it been GBR rather than had that different structure been around at the time?
I think my answer would be very similar to Costas's, because ultimately I didn't know anything about rail or its structure prior to joining, and having experienced my scheme, we were given so many opportunities, and as we've looked at the wider picture, you interface with so many different people. So as part of my scheme, I did spend a couple of weeks with West Midlands Rail Executive, and at Transport for West Mids, I spent a bit of time in Network Rail, and trying to understand bodies outside of my own. So I definitely think it would potentially only offer more opportunities, depending obviously of length of the scheme and the structured support within it. But I think there's definitely only more opportunities to experience more and learn more from different subject experts. So I don't think it would have deterred me. And it's been very interesting joining my company at this time when we're transferring over to public ownership. So I think it would be a very exciting time to actually experience the scheme, because you're just seeing everything new for the first time. So I think it would be quite exciting.